Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today we want to talk about Shri Parshurama Muni, one of the Dashavataras of Lord Vishnu and the most Ugra aspect of the Dashavataras. He's a great Shakta Upasaka. He's also a Shrivida Upasaka. His guru was Lord Dattatreya himself. He was the foremost and the favored disciple of Lord Dattatreya, so much so that his guru willingly agreed and consented when he said he wanted to fight with his brother disciple Kartavira Arjuna, and he wanted to kill him. And Parshurama Rishi is not only a Ugra avatar of Lord Vishnu, he is also mothered by Renukamba Mata, who is the fierce nascent potential of the Divine Mother in her Ugra Rupam. Renukamba Mata in a complete evolution becomes Chinnamasta, and he is responsible for her to become Prachanda Chandika Chinnamasta. Renukamba is no doubt is none other than Vajra Yogini, whose practice is very famous in the Tibetan tantric path. But Renukamba sadhana is almost extinguished in India. Only her worship is widely prevalent in the region of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and other few areas. There is only puja and no particular sadhana done. As per my gurus, the sadhana of Sri Renukamba is must before one steps into Chinnamasta sadhana, because Renukamba Upasana prepares one's physical and mental and casual bodies to take in the fierce chaotic energy of Chinnamasta Devi. Parshurama Rishi, see, the Puranas have been to bring about simpler aspects of spirituality to be explained to to normal mortals. They have uh, told in the form of stories. Of course, there are some few secret and numerous other openly displayed vidyas in the Puranas. But there are also distortions in the Puranas over a period of time, lot of additions and deletions. So I don't accept the view that Parshurama Muni, he was defeated by Lord Rama. He gracefully accepted defeat because the Leela of Rama had to be glorified as per the divine mission set by my cosmic divine mother. And Parshurama Rishi did not eliminate the Kshatriya race by circling the earth 12 times. He, in fact, eliminated the negativities in his own physical body by circulating his awareness 12 times across the chakras, by employing the Matruka Nyasa, the supreme Nyasa that one employs, generally by Shri Vidya Upasakas to accelerate their sadhana. And also Parshurama Rishi, he did not curse Karna, who was his favorite student, on because he on the valid reason that Karna had hidden to which caste he belonged to when he came to Parshurama Rishi to learn the Astra mantras and the art of warfare. The caliber of Parshurama, he is a Avatara Purusha, and he had all the siddhis at his command. Do you think he would have been fooled even by such a great spiritual person like Karna, who deceitfully could hide his antecedents from such a great man? He had Divya Drishti, he could see both the past, present, and future. The Shapam was for some other reason for which we are not aware of it, but certainly it was a divine incident, because Karna lost his knowledge, particularly at that junction of time. And this divine incident of Parshurama Rishi cursing Karna is actually enacted by Baglamukhi Mata, who actually made that happen. Baglamukhi Mata is responsible for one's enemy to lose at crucial juncture of time that particular knowledge which will save their lives. And Parshurama Rishi, is there any sadhana, mantra sadhana, puja to Parshurama Rishi? There are very, very few temples of Parshurama Rishi dedicated to him. There are some few puja vidhanas that are occurring in Kerala. There is no mantra sadhana to invoke the fierce aspect of this particular stage. He is also a very great Srividya Upasaka, but did he give Srividya Diksha to any great souls? No, so far we have not heard or read about it. And yeah, of course, since he has got received Sri Vidya Diksha, he would have received a Purna Diksha Namam from Lord Dattatreya. Then we would also get a question: where did he learn this Astra? He's a Lord who knows and commands all the Astra Vidyas and the art of warfare. From where did he learn that? That he would have learned. He has learned it from Lord Dattatreya himself. And he invoked Lord Dattatreya in his very Aghora Rupam, and that is Shodasi, through the Shodasi mantra of Lord Dattatreya. That is one of the heart treasures of my Guru Parampara, and for that, my Avaduta Guru comments saying that it's a very, very powerful mantra. Just chanting it a few times, one is introduced to the highest state of non-duality. But so is samsara and prakriti, that one slips down and comes down from that state. Yeah, that's about it. Om Tat Sat.